everyone, here we go with frugal doings around the Frugal family household. Come on, here we go. We're leaving the room, so we're turning off the light. Alright, I should have shown this process as I was doing it, but I emptied the girls' dresser and I re-KonMari'd the whole situation in here. When the seasons change, I always sort through all the girls' clothing and get rid of the stuff that's too small. And so then we refolded and reorganized the pajamas and bathing suits and stockings and socks and underpants, as well as shirts and shorts and pants, and we have sweaters in the bottom drawer. So now we have this big pile of clothing that doesn't fit anymore that we are going to donate. I am super motivated right now to go through the house and get rid of stuff. Minimize, minimize, minimize. Get rid of your crap. Clutter and crap and an overwhelming presence of material possessions does not help you. A chaotic home leads to a chaotic mind, and that does not help you be frugal and happy. So check out our two little heads of lettuce growing in coffee mugs in the window. When you have your romaine lettuce here, and you cut off the lettuce to make your salad, you give a fresh cut across the bottom and then plop it in a little bit of water, and it starts to grow a new head of lettuce. So I have these two romaines, which did not cause E. coli poisoning, thank goodness. So they are both growing new heads of lettuce. You can also do this with celery. It's just kind of a fun experiment. It's fun for the kids to see. Over here we have the dehydrator going, making dehydrated apple chips from all our dumpster apples. Yum, yum. And the dehydrator itself was actually found in the garbage. Alright, I'm finding myself low on dish soap, so I'm taking these little ends of bits of soap from the bathtub, and I'm going to add a little water. I'm going to let them soften and get mushy in that water a little bit, and then I'm going to blend it up and use that as some dish soap. We'll come back to that project. I'm making some tabbouleh today, so I have all this parsley to chop up, which means I also have a bunch of parsley stems that normally I would throw in the compost pile, but today I'm going to save them and put them in my next green smoothie. I have done this before, so I know what it's going to taste like, and I'm okay with that. I also have some green onions to chop for the tabbouleh, and I think what we're going to try to do, instead of cutting off this little root part and just discarding it, I'm going to cut the onions off here, and we're going to try putting those in some water also to see if those will start growing new onions. I'm pretty sure I've done that before too, and I'm pretty sure it worked. Alright, so there are stems in a bag. Here my little coffee mug of onion root stems can join the romaine lettuce in the window. There's my chopped parsley in with the bulgur wheat. Here are my lemon rinds left from the fresh lemon I squeezed into the tabbouleh. There are a lot of things you can do with your leftover citrus rinds. What I'm going to do is put them in this bowl of water and pop this into the microwave for 2 or 3 minutes so this lemony steam will coat the inside of the microwave, and then I'll just wipe it out and it will freshen and cleanse the microwave. Alright, this might be a weird one, and I'm sure somebody's going to tell me I shouldn't do this, but I have these sunflower seeds that are packaged as bird food, and they are much cheaper than buying the sunflower seeds that are packaged for human consumption. So, I buy these bird sunflower seeds for me to consume. For me, I am a human, I am not a blue jay. Yes, and I know somebody's going to say, oh my god, those are not fit for human consumption, you're going to poison yourself. Fool that you are. But I've been doing this for several years and I don't seem to have poisoned myself yet, and you know, it's just a cheaper way of getting sunflower seeds. Here's the platter that I found in the Burlington Coat Factory dumpster, and a genius viewer of mine suggested repairing the little chipped part here with some nail polish. All right, let's see how this works. Even if it's not a perfect color match, it's definitely going to look better than a big white chip, and it will be shiny. That's a definite improvement. All right, here's some frugal fun. Just watching the sailboat go by on the Delaware River across the street from the house. A minute ago, it looked like the sailboat was actually going backwards, so there's just no wind, but all of a sudden it started to move. Perhaps not high action excitement, but still very enjoyable to watch, very meditative. And look, here are strangers having frugal family fun going for a walk in the park. Frugal dogs having fun. Okay, look, this is frugal exercise for the old dog. The puppy is playing with the old dog. No need to join a gym for these two frugal buddies. There's Frugal Daddy.
Live, bark, play.
Live, bark, play? You could put that on a t-shirt. We could make $1 million with that. Frugal Daddy just came up with a good idea for a frugal family outing. 2 options today for frugal family fun. Number 1?
A free funeral.
And what's our second option?
I was thinking the Columbus Flea Market.
Oh, yeah.
Outdoor flea market.
Let's go check out the flea market. All right, we've arrived at the flea market. Ready to go. How much of the merchandise here do you think people got out of dumpsters?
I'd say 10%.
Oh, I was going to say 40%.
40% was not paid for.
40% was stolen from the back of trucks. Look, Frugal Daddy's looking at a garbage grabber. $8 for that garbage grabber. Look at these things. Aren't they colorful? Pizza truck.
$2,500 I'm going to offer. Is that okay?
No, you don't have $2,500 to buy the truck, and I don't believe it's for sale. I know it is. It's a food truck, and we could open up a vegan food truck business. Not a hot dog stand, a vegan
In the front yard.
in our front yard. I like all this pottery. These mugs are pretty. Girls, you want to buy flowers? Yes. Got some magical crystals for the girls. Got all 4 of those for $1. Girls, I got you some magical crystals.
We do put them in water?
No, they don't grow. They're just amethyst in a crystal. Aren't they cool? Thank you, Mommy. All right, heading home from the flea market. In the indoor portion of the flea market, we found a discount grocery type store. Now, of course, dumpster diving is even more frugal than your discount grocery store, but if you want to actually pay for your groceries, we found some really good bargains. This is food that is past its expiration date, so it's deeply, deeply discounted. I do not worry about these expiration dates. So, I'll show you what we got. We got these Belvita bats. I thought these would be a nice treat sometimes in the girls' lunchbox. And these have an expiration date of late January of this year, so a little over 2 months ago. I'm sure they're fine. I'm perfectly confident that Nabisco has put plenty of preservatives in these little cookies. Look at these. We also got these name brand Thomas's whole wheat English muffins. Normal retail price $4.49. Also $1. Expiration date on these is April 19th, which is about what, a week ago? That's about a week ago. They appear to be just fine. All right, we are back to mixing up our soap. I actually have left this container with the soap scrap sitting in water for a couple days because I kind of blew off coming back to it. But those soap scraps are good and soft now, so let's blend it up and see how it works as dish soap. Okay, can't do that one-handed. Alrighty, now we'll pour it into our dish soap container. A funnel probably would be a good idea. Oh, frothy, foamy. Look at it go. Of course, a lot of air is blended in right now, so it's all bubbly. Once the air bubbles settle, I think we'll be able to get it all in there, so we'll just leave that be for a little while. A couple days later, a little update on our frugal growing project. Look how well the onions are growing now. There's one of the lettuces growing. All right, here's our last frugal doing of the moment. I got these popsicle molds, and I've done this in the past where I froze apple juice or orange juice to make homemade popsicles, and it was okay as a novelty of the moment, but not a massive success. But now I'm using these molds with yogurt and making frozen yogurt pops, and the girls really like them. All right, we're going to take this Chobani Flips yogurt, which, yes, I realize is not vegan, but I did get it free with couponing. We're going to mix in the little cookie crumb situation. And we mix it in. You can also mix in a little Cool Whip or a little Cocoa Whip, which is the vegan version of Cool Whip. If you need to stretch this out a bit, but this, one yogurt will, I think, make two frozen popsicles pretty well. So we just spoon it in. This is cookies and cream flavor, so what's not to love? So the little popsicle molds came with these reusable plastic sticks. And there's a little notch. You just shove it on in there and then pop this in the freezer. And it freezes to the stick. We also have these little craft sticks that we had for some reason already. And you can use those to pop in. Now these came with little lids, which I haven't really been bothering to use, but Frugal Daddy is saying use them. So we put the little lid on, put the little lid on, then these go in the freezer, and after a few hours we have our homemade, frugal, frozen, delicious treats. Yay, us. Alright, so I'm trying to keep ahead of the game so that I have some already made when the kids want them, and it's not a matter of making them and then saying to the kids, oh, you can have this in 4 hours. So I'm trying to keep a production line going. So this is kind of what I'm doing after they're made. This one, obviously the stick did not go in straight, but that's whimsical, eh? So this one is, I think, vanilla, and I added some actual vanilla bean powder to that, which I had. And this one is, I believe, raspberry yogurt. I think this was coconut vegan yogurt, and I added some blackberries I mushed up from the freezer. Pop in a bag so it doesn't get freezer burned, and then I just store these in the freezer, and we're ready to go. Yay. Thank you for watching. Those are our frugal doings of the moment. All right, frugal friends, have a great day. Save money. Be brave, be strong, be true. Ash wanted to wave bye-bye. He's growing up so fast. Oh, no, 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 no.